Hey there, folks. This is Meade Neumann with Renewed Spirit Healing, and I'm coming to you again from my garden because I've had some issues in my garden, and it brought me some really interesting awareness. So I found that I had something that had burrowed under my fence and ate my broccoli plants. I'm pouting. I wanted broccoli. Guess I'm not going to get it. And there's, some lessons in there about acceptance. I put something down, came out here this morning. Nope, burrowed right back under. So I went out today and I was looking for ways of defending my boundaries. And the neat thing is, this fenced area is giving me an opportunity to understand my mind. Forgive the sweating. It's hot out here and I've been pounding stakes into the ground. So here's the thing about boundaries. As we evolve, as we mature, as we focus on the things that are important to us, we notice more clarity. We become more aware of the thing that we're looking at. So in this case, this lovely fenced area that I was so proud of, I have now today become aware that there are some pretty gaping holes in certain areas. I just hadn't noticed it. And it's down at the ground level. So, where do we go from here? How do I choose to deal with the issue? Because with what I do, it does not help if you attack something. When you bring violence, you get violence. If you bring adversity, you will get adversity. So how do I defend my boundaries without asking something to attack them? Part of it comes from the information that we got when I was doing the scarecrow. So I had a whole bunch of the, I'll show you, these things, these little partial bottles that were left over from Pepsi that I've written on. And they were all part of the ideas and the principles that I wanted to embrace in my garden and how I wanted to protect my space and my boundaries. So what I have done is, in various places around the garden, I now have these put in places where they help me celebrate my boundaries. Here's another batch of them over here. And they have, what I've used for the stakes, by the way, is leftover tent poles from tents that have long ago gone the way of the dodo bird. So I'm using leftover bits and pieces that can be repurposed that serve my desires. I wanted something that would stand at the boundary, that would signal the very intent of my area, value my area, leave it be. For something like a groundhog and a rabbit, they're not malevolent. We cannot assign maliciousness or anger to these creatures because what they're trying to do is feed. Something in what I have created looked tasty. Okay, you know what? I wanted to eat it too, so I really can't object to that. And me getting angry at something following its nature serves no purpose. All it does is waste my time and my energy. So I'm not going to do that. So I have created a means of making myself and my boundaries sacred, making them sacrosanct. I am willing to fill up my space in my ways to make it what I want it to be. And again, like I said, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm seeing other places that will need attention. That's not a bad thing. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed because what you thought was one hole is an extensive stretch of boundary that needs readdressing. Congratulations. You have gotten to a new level where you're going to be able to do some really good work for yourself, and you are going to give yourself the space to thrive. So don't get overwhelmed. Don't feel like it has to get all taken care of in one day. Give yourself reasonable goals. And if you're feeling overwhelmed and feeling like you need some new tools and some new techniques, then get a hold of me. Find me on the website, find me on Facebook, find me on YouTube, and go ahead and schedule a session. Let's get started on making sure that your life is going in the direction that you want it to. How else are you going to manage to have a life that you love? All right, that's all for now. I hope you found it helpful. The website is www.renewedspirithealing.com. You can find me at Renewed Spirit Healing on Facebook as well. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoy these videos so that you can get automatically notified when I add new content. Love you guys. Take care. Lights, blessings.